well, that didn't work much better.
Sure.
So
On.
Okay.
fun.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna open up the credits, and then we can have our little discussion. Bless you. Oh, no, that's me. Never mind. Let's get rid of that.
Oh.
Okay. We're still there?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we're still broadcasting as far as I know.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone that's patiently waiting for us to start out there in YouTube land. Tonight is a virtual wine tasting in the era of coronavirus. Oh, excuse me, post-coronavirus, October 24th, 2023. We're covering the Mendocino AVA in Mendocino. And I am still that person, the David Mayer, the wino snob of Wine is Life. And our tasting panel are these persons. Hello, persons.
Hey.
We're still not smiling.
I know.
We haven't had
I
our
know.
wine yet. We can't smile yet.
Can't smile without the wine. Okay. So we have a smaller group this evening. We may be visited with Jenny and Madison later, but I don't think anyone else is coming on with us. So we'll get started with who we usually start with.
That must be Bill and Dorothy in Fairfield.
That is them. Hi.
Well, we're drinking Jackson Keys GPS Grenache Petite Syrah Syrah. Alcohol is 15%. It is an estate wine. 251 cases. The winery was founded in 1858. And I don't know too much else about it, but it tastes pretty good.
Sounds good. Are you non-compliant tonight, Karen?
No, I'm compliant, but it's
Oh,
not my favorite. I was actually able to find this at Total Wine. You can find this usually in every grocery store in California.
Yeah.
And I'm not a real fan of Gewürztraminers, kind of like Bill likes his Chardonnay. So it's kind of on the sweet side. I'm not really, whatever. So it's 12%, and but I am compliant. It's medium sweet.
Okay.
Mama didn't give me any pants. Here, take her for a minute.
Oh, we got a visitor
I
after all.
have to go get some pants.
Hi.
Look at who's there.
Hi.
Can I touch the keys?
What's
Say
the
hi,
number?
Addie. These are my friends.
Hi, Addie.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you think?
Where do
You
you
like
think
those nice looking people?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. She's gonna help me drink some Chardonnay. You help me drink some Chardonnay? You got
Oh, you love Grandpa.
I think she does. You want my glasses? Wait, you gotta don't turn them off. Oh, we got Jenny and Madison coming in. You have another baby coming on. You're not a baby, you're a toddler.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny. Whoop,
Jenny.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Lost you. How'd you do that? She knows how to use the keyboard better than I do. Where's Madison?
Grandpa is feeding her.
Oh, okay.
Running a little late today.
We got a visitor here too.
I see. Hello.
Oops, you're sliding down my leg. Sweetie.
I hear her.
Yeah,
Here,
she
baby.
doesn't like to be burped, and that's an understatement. No, she's being pretty good.
So, oh, there we go. Get you on there better.
Found a pair of pants.
So, okay, you want to put those on?
Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Come on, baby.
Go ahead, Grandma.
She's gonna shake all that.
I know. So, Scott, why don't you introduce yourself?
Just put your pants on.
I'm Scott, and Ann's busy at the moment, but we're non-compliant. Well, I shouldn't say that because we're drinking the same thing we had last week.
Okay. It's from Mendocino County.
Yes, it is. So we're like partially non-compliant.
No. Then Marducci would fix with work. What? She wants to be on the screen. She's upset.
Oh,
She was getting to visit with all of Grandpa's friends.
Yeah, in the movie.
She
It's
did
cold up
like-
here. You can't go without pants.
Anyway. The truth is out. She was going around without. She had something on, just not pants.
No pants. Her pants are.
When I get Madison, I'll have to show you her pants. They have a cute little feature to them.
On the
You want to
back
check over
side.
here?
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
Jenny, why don't you introduce yourself?
This is Jenny and Madison.
Oh,
That's Pumpkin.
Hi, Madison.
Hi, Madison. You have to show him. Are you ready to show him your butt? And we're a pumpkin.
I love it.
Oh, cute pumpkin patch.
They just have the cutest things. So this is Jenny and Madison from Davis. We are drinking a rosé a Sangiovese
Oh,
from Navarro, and it actually
yeah.
says Mendocino on my label.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it is 13.6% alcohol. And I have not tried it yet, so I don't know if it's any good.
And I'm David, currently broadcasting from Bonnie Lake, Washington. And we're only allowed to have one baby on the screen at once. That's why mine left. So I haven't tasted it yet, but we will be drinking this. I have to be careful not to drink too much during the program because this will be for dinner tonight too. So it's from Frey, and it's Chardonnay from Mendocino, 2020 vintage. So Frey is certified organic and certified biodynamic. So, and not just the farming is certified organic, their wine is organic. So there's no added additional sulfites in the wine. And this is, let's see what else we got here.
You said pray? Because I have
Pray.
that one down for December 5th.
Well,
So there's a lot of overlap in
there's
Mendocino.
overlaps and
Okay.
yeah. So, hi. And here's my baby with her baby.
Hi. Hey, babies.
Now she's looking at the door.
Laura has military training this week. That's why. That's not Halloween. That's actually her work clothes. And so we're up here to help her out with.
I'm almost
Done.
done. I got 19 years, almost done with my time. So
Oh, good for you.
Close to retirement. And then she'll only have 2 jobs instead of 3. Well, her 3rd job is that one that was just here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's You want to see that? You didn't see Matt? Come here, Maddie. Okay, never mind. She's busy.
See you later.
She enjoyed watching you and seeing you while it lasted. So let me go ahead and bring up Mendocino and see something about Mendocino. So okay, back to the tasting panel. Oh, Jenny, I guess you're singing today. It's Jenny. Can you
Uh-oh.
sing? Can you?
Maybe.
This will be an easy one. You'll know, and I'm sure you know the song. It's the
Let me
tune
take
is
a drink to brace myself.
it's a wine world.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready, Madison? The world of Pinot, a world of Cab, it's a world of Chard and a world of Zen. There's so much wine we share that it's time we're aware it's a wine world after all. 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 It's a fine wine world. There's just one Napa and one Bordeaux Sun, and a bottle means vintage to everyone. Though the vineyard's divine and the barrels are wide, it's a wine world after all. Everybody!
It's a wine world
after all.
It's a world after all.
It's a
It's
wine world
after all. It's a
The
wine
world.
world.
Yay!
And I like how
job.
you updated the little picture so they all have a glass of wine.
Oh, I
You know?
just saw that.
Yeah, and up here it says it's a wine world at the entrance too, right there.
Oh, it does.
Yes.
Oh, you got my picture when I was on Small World last summer.
Yeah, I think
Here I am.
you're right back in here in the shadows, I think.
Yeah. Over here, the little ones with holding the glass. I was doing that. No. I
Oh
wasn't.
yeah, everyone's in line.
Kind of goes with the California Adventure Park, doesn't it?
Yes. I like it. That one was a good one, David.
That was a cute
Oh,
one.
good.
I like it.
Thank you. I once in a while come up with something good.
No, you come up with a lot of good
I
ones.
always come up with something good.
Oh,
I sometimes forget what's coming up. I've been doing songs way in advance too, in some of the presentations. But anyways,
Okay.
this page is intentionally left blank. This is Sharon's favorite page, but she's not here tonight.
she's in Disneyland with the wine on the Small World.
Oh, that was
Oh,
her.
That's right.
Okay,
It was very fitting.
You better
that's
send
right.
her
She
that
is
song.
in Disneyland. Oh, I forgot.
You need to send her that tune
Okay, I'll.
so Eric can sing it.
Hopefully they'll view it when it's on when we're whatever. So here's a picture of Mendocino County wine map, and I believe with us the Mendocino AVA includes all of I think all of this except for this orange part. So everything in down here is the Mendocino AVA. So that's why it's not listed over here separately.
Okay. So
And
what's
this
the
is
difference between Mendocino and Mendocino County? Or
So Mendocino County is everything,
okay.
the
Oh,
whole
okay.
enchilada. And so for Mendocino, it's the southern ones down here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a little confusing. The town of Mendocino, love Mendocino. Everything about the whole place. So within the Mendocino appellation lies the Anderson Valley AVA, as well as a group of smaller AVAs, including Coal Ranch, McDowell Valley, Potter Valley, Redwood Valley, and Yorkville Highlands. Many small vineyards dot the hills and dales of the rugged region. These legacy vineyards from Mendocino's immigrant past give the region its identity as a home to Zinfandel Mediterranean red varieties, including Syrah, Petit Syrah, Carignan, Charbonneau, and Grenache. Mendocino's prolific Anderson Valley is home to some of America's most sought after Alsatian whites, prestige sparkling wines, and Pinot Noir. Mendocino has a cool summer maritime Mediterranean climate. Summers are characterized by frequent fog and highs mostly in the upper 60s and lows in the 50s. Winters rarely, if ever, see frost or snow due to close proximity to the Pacific Ocean. Mendocino averages about 43 inches of rain per year, concentrated mainly in fall, winter, spring, and early summer. This region experiences warm but not hot and dry summers, with no average monthly temperature above 71.6% or degrees Fahrenheit. Mendocino has a warm summer Mediterranean climate.
David, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, and this wording was the same wording that we saw. So it says within the Mendocino appellation
Yes.
lies different AVAs. And then you
Yes.
say the same thing about then Mendocino County appellation. So what's the difference between an appellation and an AVA?
For our purposes, there's no difference.
Okay.
An appellation is actually referring to it going back to France. They call it appellations. They also call it AOP, AOC or AOP, and everything in the European Union calls it AOPs, but they're appellations. The U.S. has chosen to call our appellations American viticultural areas. So that they can, for these purposes, they could be interchangeable.
Okay. I didn't know whether an appellation was something that contained more than one AVA.
No, but
Okay.
they, as you see, they can. So like, let's go to one we're all familiar with, Napa Valley.
Yeah.
All those multiple AVAs we covered when we did Napa are all part of within Napa AVA.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It is called
Or-
Napa AVA, not a Napa appellation.
Right. Well, it's interchangeable, but I mean,
Okay. All right.
yeah. Okay. Let's see. I love the redwoods up there too,
Pretty.
and the vineyards. Okay, so now we're let me close this down. So we're going to cover some wineries. So a good today, a better tomorrow. We depend on the planet to sustain us, so it only makes sense that we do more to consider the health of the earth. Everything we do reflects our deep commitment to giving more than we take. We're a carbon neutral winery, the first winery to receive its certification in the US. To achieve this, we use renewable energy from rooftop solar panels to power our facility, supplement by purchased wind, geothermal, and other certified renewable resources. And when we need a zap of non-renewable electricity, normally between 4 to 5% each year, we buy carbon credits to offset our impact and stay neutral. We also monitor and offset other greenhouse gas emissions across our operations. Which is hard to do when you're a winery, because one of the main things you byproduct of winemaking fermentation is carbon dioxide. So I don't know how they do that. We've reduced our water intensity by up to 25% by pairing innovative technologies with old school techniques to be more efficient. We rely on cloud computing, which is like data clouds, helping real clouds, that uses digital sensors to monitor the moisture levels of the grapes and soil and turn that into data to ensure no water is wasted in the vineyards. And then there's the worms. Yes, worms, who efficiently treat our wastewater. So that's Fetzer. And then we have Forenzo Vineyards. None of us has Forenzo. Who had Fetzer, by the way?
I did.
That's it. Okay, good. Forenzo Vineyards, when the Ford and the Cenzo families first met several years ago, we had no idea we would be coming together to produce Forenzo wines. Once we made the decision to follow our lifelong dream, we wanted to make sure that we held true to our goal of making this endeavor a true family experience. This led us to look within our family history to discover and create the Forenzo brand. Purchasing a small organic estate vineyard along the Russian River in Redwood Valley, we started out on the path of understanding what we wanted our wines to stand for and what feelings others should have when they tried our wines. Sanctuary. To create these exceptional wines, we put together ourselves in the grape's place. Each varietal has its sweet spot, a special balance of geography, geology, and climate where it finds its full expression. So we sought the California Mecca for each, the uniquely situated Mendocino Ridge for our Zinfandel, the famed Rutherford Bench region for our Cabernet Sauvignon, the Russian River Valley for our Chardonnay, the northern end of the Santa Maria Valley for our Pinot Noir, and the west side of Paso Robles for our red blend. So they're sourcing from all over the state. We get even more selective, handpicking only the finest grapes and nurturing them into uncommonly good wines. We know how rare it is to find the perfect elements for winemaking. That's why we call it sanctuary. And then here's an interest. I've been to this one. I've been to Fetzer too a long time ago, but this is kind of interesting. This is just outside of Fort Bragg. The only winery I know of that's actually on the coast itself. I mean, this is the Pacific right here, and they're on the edge of the what's that big famous earthquake fault that's
Andres?
San Andreas.
and yeah, San Andreas. Yeah, so they're on that. Anyways, they're on an offshoot of that. So the surface rocks of the winery on which one stands today are 130,000 years old, very young by geologic standards. There is a huge gap in time between that top 6 feet or so and the dark hard rocks beneath them, about 65 million years. The young rocks are part of a recent wave terrace from an earlier higher sea level when there was less ice at the polar caps than today. What rocks that used to be between them have been eroded away by wave action over millennia. The fault has been moving many millions of years, most of the time covered over by the ocean or newer sediments like the young sandstone or soil. Where the geologists were able to see the fault was a break between sections of the dark old sandstone exposed by ocean waves. The fault has little vertical movement. Each section to the west of the fault break moves northwesterly away from the immediate one on the east side. There are 5 known separate sections of the fault where they have moved. The easternmost follows under Highway 1. The next 3 are in the field, obviously, not only by the offset of our creek moving it north and by the deep cut bays on the north and south of our peninsula. The sea mostly exposes the westernmost, where the geologists first saw the fault and with little imagination can easily see it. So here's the winery right here. And when we visited them, did some tasting with them, bottle wine. We had made a lunch and we got to use their picnic area down here just on the edge of the ocean and had our lunch down there.
Oh, nice.
This is really, yeah, this is really different. I have to admit, I wasn't very impressed with their wines themselves, but I was very impressed that they're the only ones really making wine on the edge of the continent, right there. So next week, so next week we're not going to get together because next week is Halloween, and so we'll get together in November on the 7th, and then we'll be doing that other Mendocino County AVA next week. Any questions about this stuff? Madison, you have a question?
No.
Okay, just checking. Okay. I thought I heard her asking a question. Does everyone taste their wine?
Yes.
Yep.
I actually like it quite a lot.
I have to try mine.
Nice dry rosé.
I like this one. It's fun.
This is the best GSM kind of blend that I've ever had, I think.
But it's not GSM.
It's got Petite Sirah.
DPM or
What's your winery?
The
Jackson
winery's
Keys.
in Hopland, Jackson Keys.
Oh, okay.
This has a little spritz to it when I poured it.
And we realized today that we didn't think we had one because we've got a Jackson Keys for North Coast. And but North Coast is part of Mendocino, and the bottle says Mendocino. So
Okay.
And we also have
another one, so we figured we could
and we have
try
another
it.
one in Sonoma County.
we have a different one. But we have another Mendocino one too.
Yeah.
So
I didn't put my finger back.
Are we doing North Coast by itself?
I think so.
Yes, that's on the 7th.
November 7th.
Yeah.
No, that's Mendocino.
It says North Coast AVA.
Any winery listed under Mendocino.
Mendocino County.
Yeah, but it says
We're
North
doing
Coast
Mendocino
AVA.
County. That's a separate one.
Like any winery listed under Mendocino.
Yeah.
Okay, your list is different than my list.
Well, I got your list.
I'm sure I was thinking you.
We didn't make up our
Well.
own list.
Did you make it up?
No.
Okay.
No.
The other list
I
here.
couldn't make that up.
So then what do you have for the 14th?
14th, I have Mendocino Ridge.
That's what we have.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. So Mendocino County replaced, you're right, North Coast. So you're good. You're fine.
We're good.
You're all
We're
good. We're all
good.
good.
They're both there. Both Mendocino County and North Coast are there.
Where's Mendocino County? What date?
November 7th.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
what I
so
have
we're
for the
good.
7th.
Okay, I didn't,
Didn't separate it.
I must have deleted North Coast off of mine. Mine has a little bit of funk to it.
Not funk.
Like it's like more like an old world version.
Yeah, you have like upper, lower, bigger, it's your fonts are all over the place.
What?
The secretary is speaking to you.
That's what I heard.
Not on my version. Not on my printout.
When I printed it, and I printed it twice because I have like the first one. But then the second one, the fonts were all over the place.
Huh.
What the fonts?
It's the
The
fonts
fonts are in our stars.
Whatever.
I still don't like Grutzenmeter.
Well, somebody, you had the Fetzer, and
Yeah.
Fetzer, they sold their winery. It's been sold a couple of times, but two of the Fetzer family brothers they have their own, they do something else, but
Yeah. Did we covered them last week, I think.
You covered that, yeah.
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 And
I'm not a fan of sweet wine, so.
Yeah, Gewürztraminer doesn't have to be sweet, so
No.
It's just spicy often.
it's spicy.
It's a little spicy, but it's really
Yucky.
Peach or pineapple or something? Yeah.
So that tells us, where did it say it's Mendocino? The AVA?
It says California.
Oh, yeah, a lot of Fetzner's does that. So
Okay.
we don't know exactly where the fruit was from. If it's a hotter region, it's gonna be sweeter
Oh, no.
and
It says Hopland and Mendocino County.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
The other
some,
thing that we discovered when we were up there is that a lot of the wineries are organic in Mendocino. That's
Just because
anyway.
it's by the pot farm.
I think everyone we visited.
Yeah, everyone we visited, I think, was organic.
Okay. Yeah, but I wouldn't buy it again. Let's put it that way. And it was very inexpensive too.
Yeah.
I might buy this again. I kind of like this Chardonnay.
Which one is
So,
that?
The ones from Frey,
Frey. Okay.
and it says in big. The biodynamic is in big letters, and
Okay.
Frey is up here in smaller letters.
Okay.
I'd wondered earlier what the big letter said.
Yeah, it says biodynamic,
Okay.
and it's Chardonnay.
I have a Chardonnay, but I don't know if it's the same one. It's a 2021 from Frey, but I have that down for December 5th.
Which is Redwood Valley, because this was from, what did they say it was from?
Yeah.
Okay, this is from the.
That's part of Mendocino, so.
Yeah, it is part of Mendocino, so it's still good. Yeah, my alcohol is only 12.9.
Good.
Yeah. Could drink a lot of that.
Mine's 12.
Ours is 15.
So you can tell this is like drinking a cooler.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are.
It's not like when you were down in Tennessee when you were drinking that bourbon. That wasn't 12%, was it?
No, it was 45. Ooh.
That's right.
Sipping.
Yes, it was good.
So what else is going on?
I got some for Jenny. If she wants to do some with Madison sometime. My daughter did this with my granddaughter when she was a baby.
Okay.
On Pinterest. Okay.
Did you ever see this? You know what
No.
that is?
Oh my God. I can guess what it is though.
What is it?
It's her cute little butt cheeks
Yeah.
Yes.
in
with
orange
paint.
paint.
Oh,
Yes.
I love
Actually
it.
kind of cute.
That is so cute.
She tortures my poor granddaughter.
I saw that.
But you love
too.
it.
This is her attempt today to take a picture with whoops, sorry. Wrong way. Maddie, she saw this again on either Pinterest or Facebook. And the baby's in the pumpkin, and then the Facebook one, the dog's head is in a pumpkin too. I said, well, good luck. You'd never get Lily to do that. Well, you can see that Maddie's not too excited about this either. So, but Megan just had to do it. She had to
Sue
get-
thought this was a little disgusting.
I don't know what it is.
Well, it's butt cheeks.
Okay. Somebody actually painted them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
No, we just tried to get a picture of Madison sitting on a pumpkin, and she wasn't terribly excited about that either.
Yeah, they had it. Oh, there's another one. I don't have it though. They went to a pumpkin patch, and they had a large, huge pumpkin, and she could sit in it easily, but didn't want to do it. I don't think she sent us that one, but yeah, poor baby. She was not having any of it today.
Nope, don't blame her. I don't want to sit in a yucky pumpkin.
She put paper towels in there, and I said, well, cut out the back of it. Maybe you can just kind of slide her in. But I think it already wasted that. Oh, that picture. Oh no, she didn't send that one to us. So
Not too far from Laura's house, they have a pumpkin patch with a corn maze too.
Mm.
We used to have a corn maze in Fremont that we went to every year, but they stopped doing it. I like
We have
those are
one
fun.
near us in Dixon.
Here's how much she wears us out, and then we wear her out when she's eating her lunch the other day.
Oh, I love those. I have those pictures.
Scott thought he'd be funny to take a picture. Poor little girl. She's gonna look back at all these pictures. Delete.
Might be cute.
Oh, but they're so cute.
Yeah, that's what I said. Even with her crying, it was cute.
And all the ones where it's like, I wish I had my camera.
Yeah. Back in the day, we didn't have cameras sitting right beside us, 24/7. So,
Yes.
And then when you got them developed, they were always messed up and cut everybody's heads off.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, you couldn't take like a million until you got it perfect. It was like you had your 25 pictures on your film and you just took and hoped what you got was good.
Yeah, exactly. Never got my kids looking the same way.
It's done.
It's done.
Today's youth will never understand.
They have no clue.
Did they say what it was about or anything?
Yes.
My parents like to tell me stories of they would rent a video camera because they were too expensive to buy. They'd have it for the day, but it had to be hooked up to a wall, right? So they had to devise a way to like move it around the house easily to like follow me around as we did things. Because it had to be hooked up to the VCR.
Yeah.
To, like get the recording. And so like, getting it to like the baby's room and stuff to take pictures of me sleeping and like
That's
Don't
what
do it
we
now.
went through.
I still have piles of those videotapes of my kids.
Yeah.
Piles. Yeah.
The quality's so poor. I mean, at least ours are anyway. It's just like everybody says, put them on a disc or whatever, and it's like, oh, you know what? They're not very good anyway.
Yeah, I think we saw it.
So you can show your.
Yeah,
they're
when
fun memories.
I had foot surgery several years ago, and while I was there, I sitting doing nothing at home. I took our VHS.
Oh. A few years old.
Oh my gosh.
Cute.
He's now 20. So
He's now 20.
Fun in the pumpkin patch.
I converted our VHS to DVD. Now DVD is old school.
Obsolete. Yeah.
I know.
And all the kids dance recitals. And Sue's got she's got Super 8 millimeter.
Yeah.
we've got
We have Super
we
8.
have Super 8.
All right.
I'm not sure they're worth converting either. I mean,
Are they worth converting? No.
I don't know. I mean,
maybe
Uh-oh, we lost your sound, David.
Lost your sound.
You mute.
No. Oh,
Okay.
what's going on? What?
We couldn't
Now
hear
we
you.
hear
you.
Oh, your internet connection. Oh, my internet's unstable. Much like me. Oh, because of the rain. Because of the rain, I guess. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that happens. Well, you know what happens. Might lose me entirely.
No. Just a little watered down.
How is Ohio? Is it warm?
It was,
It was nice today.
Yeah, after
Got
dinner.
up to 71 or something like that today.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
How we doing, Laura? How we doing?
What's for dinner?
We're having orange chicken.
Orange-
rice,
Orange chicken, basmati rice, and broccoli.
Oh,
and salad
Sounds
and
great.
this wine.
Wish we were closer. We'd stop
Yeah.
on by.
Yeah. I made
Well,
jerk
it's,
chicken tonight
Wow.
Oh.
and a
that's
sweet
good.
kale salad. It was really good.
Kale, another kale fan.
You like,
Sweet kale.
do you like a lot of spice, Karen?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm spicy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yes, you are.
Just kidding. But no, I got this seasoning here in Florida. Some guy was making it in St. Petersburg, and he had a spice little stand. I had that as really good seasoning.
Nice.
Mhm. I just put it in the air fryer. It was easy.
Mm.
I'm gonna my wine so I don't drink anymore. I'll keep pouring.
You're
The
not
share,
tempted.
they might like it.
So could
Laura's good for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is
So,
Laura got today to go to training?
Pardon me?
Does Laura have to leave today to go to training?
Oh, she's all week. So she was in training yesterday and through Friday.
So it's local?
Yeah, but it's local, right?
Oh.
Is it reserves? Is it reserves?
It's near the. You want to come tell them what you did?
So my home station's on Camp Murray, which is it's technically an a marine base, but it's like we're putting all of them together, or all branches together. And then so my training's on McCord Lewis, which is the active duty base. And essentially it's so I am I don't know what you know military, but I'm an E6, almost E7. And so it's like we're called non-commissioned officers, so NCOs. And so it's a training for NCOs before they put on E7. It's one of them. I have another one I have to do, but that one I can do online. And it's pretty much like a seminar to kind of teach us how to be leaders, teach us how to be supervisors. Some of it has to do with like certain, we'll call them policies, and how you need to implement those as being, because when you become an E7, you are senior leadership, essentially. So, because it only goes up to E9, but most people don't go higher than E6. If they do, then it's pretty good. There are plenty who do, but there's just very little. But I think for all of us, although I get a lot out of it, the main thing I'm getting out of it is that, so I joined in 2004 and I've deployed, I've been to many bases, many trainings, and I didn't realize like we have, essentially a new war about to happen and all of our new airmen have no idea how to do that. And I forget that I do know how to do that. So in a strange way to say it. And so essentially it's kind of eye-opening to realize that like simple things as when you deploy, you usually have 4 different bags. You have a C bag, an A bag, your clothes, and weapons usually. And the one way to know is like you never put all your uniforms in one bag because that'll be the bag that gets lost. And you don't think about that. Like you should put a uniform in every single bag. So like simple things like that, our airmen don't know. And our force went from being like 1% to about 0.5%. So all of us are doing now 2 people's jobs because there's just not enough people enlisting. And one of the recruiters who talked to us, he's been a recruiter since since 1999. And he said 2023 was the first year he did not make the numbers that they're supposed to make, or I'm not sure what to call it. They have a certain number of people to enlist every year, and they did not make their numbers for the first time in 2023. So they're a little worried. They're about 2,900 below what they should be. So they're a little bit worried about that because he's never had that experience. So a lot of us are
2,900 below in your area or overall?
Across the force.
Mm-hmm.
So, so it's like a majority of us are doing 2 people's jobs. I do a lot of, because I'm an E6 and I work in a lot of I work in equal opportunity, so I work directly for the commander of the whole Washington Guard. So I do a lot of stuff not during drill weekends and not on orders because it just has to get done. They don't like you to do that, but there's no other way for me to get everything done. So I went to base last week on Thursday between my civilian and military jobs. So, or between my civilian job, I went to base to just check my email and everything. So a lot of us are having even to go in, especially when you have rank, to make sure things are getting done so that you can be ready for the next drill.
So are you the National Guard?
Yeah, I was active duty, and then sorry, I should have said that. I was active duty, and then I tried to change jobs. They wouldn't let me, so I got out and joined the Guard. And so I've had 3 different jobs in the military. I did security forces, so a military police essentially when I was active duty. And then I worked personnel for about 7 or 8 years, and then I've done equal opportunity now for the last 5 years. So, but sorry, that was a lot to tell you, but that's
So you're going to go one more year till you have 20 years.
So I'm in this like weird stage of where I'm still trying to decide how I'm gonna do it. I will make it to 20 regardless, but I kind of want to retire in as a master sergeant, but you have to have 2 years retainability if they give you that rank. So if I got out before those 2 years, then I don't get to retire with that rank, and I have to retire with an E6 instead of an E7. And so I'm trying to get this training done and the other training online done. And then right now I'm projected to retire in May of 2025, but it might have to be, if I want to get retire as an E7, it would be May of 2026, approximately.
And how much difference of retirement is that?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
since
what you got to think about.
It's it is more because it's the next tier is what I would call it.
Yeah.
But I'm also I've had my daughter, and for the last 3 weeks she has woken me up at 4 a.m. and doesn't go back down till 6, and then I got to go to work, or I have to like figure out. So it's like I haven't slept in 4 years is what I call it, and so I just don't have like the energy to do a lot of the responsibilities that I've had in the past. So being a civilian, being military, the house stuff, and then her. And so I just don't know what I have in me. So what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to do the training and I'll let myself promote. And if I just can't do it once I've reached 20, then I'll get out. If I can do it, then I will get that. So I figure at least set yourself up so you have the potential to get it. Yeah. But I'm tired.
You got to do what you got to do.
That won't get better for a while yet.
I know. It's usually between 1 and 4 a.m. almost every day.
Oh boy.
So some days she'll just come in my room and get on the bed with me and then go right to sleep. Other days she's screaming for 2 hours because she can't verbalize what she wants. I don't have she had an ear infection 2 weeks ago, so we just finished antibiotics. So I'm thankful
it will get better.
Thankful that they come out here so that I didn't have to wake her up and drop her off at 7 in the morning and then not be able to get her till after 5. I know a lot of people do that, but she's just been really off. So it's like helpful to not have to have her do that. So I think mom took over for cooking for me, hopefully.
Sounds like
but yeah, so I'm just trying. I guess I'm gonna do the other training and see what happens and just see what I could do. And it also has a big determiner for me is like, if we do go to war and we're going to be getting deployed, then I'll just put in my, my retirement beforehand. I've done enough deployments. I've done enough of everything that like is, we'll call it hardcore, or that I just turned 40. So anything you do in your 20s, I feel too physically unable to do, like carry 50 pounds all the time. I carry 30 pounds of her, but it's just a different kind, and leaving her, and I do a lot for her. And so I wouldn't want to leave her. So essentially, if we did go to war and we were going to deploy, I would put my paperwork right away, because I've already done that. I've done my time I've been more in war than peacetime, and I've done both, and it's time for me to get peacetime, I guess, is the best way. Not everybody agrees with that because you're still in, but I think it's time for someone else to do it.
Yeah, it's time for a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time. It'll pass. Everything will pass. It'll be better. It'll get
When
better.
you're guard, though, you don't get your retirement till you're 60.
Yeah.
So you cannot. That's the only difference with guard versus active duty.
Hey, babe. We're still talking on the.
So that'd be the only difference.
So will you get TRICARE for life, or do you get that now, or for your health?
So I just found out I do not. And I went to this last drill. So guard and reserve, I found out. So we had drill October 14th and 15th. And I went to like one of those like prep for retirement courses. Yes. And I found out that you don't get TRICARE for life when you are guard and reserve. You do, but you don't. So when you're active duty, you get it right away. If you're guard and reserve, you get, when you turn 60, you get TRICARE retired. And then when you turn 65, as long as you get, is it Medicaid Part B, then you can get TRICARE for life. So as guard, so right now,
and he was, I mean, he did active duty. He was in Korea, that whole 9 yards. But then he was reserved for till he was 60, till they forced him out. And yeah, so he got TRICARE for life.
what is he, officer or
Yeah,
you get out?
Lieutenant
So officer's
Colonel.
different. It's just for enlisted.
Okay.
They're trying to do a lot of like legislature for that lately to try and make that change, and I didn't know that until, because I was active duty, so I always paid attention. Like I didn't think it would be different, and so I did not know until about a week ago.
But you'll be an NCO, so wouldn't you be considered an officer then?
No, it's a non-commissioned officer, so you're just enlisted, not officer. You're an enlisted, that's just the title they give, but there's nothing enlisted about it. When you're an E5 and an E6, you're just considered a supervisor pretty much to other enlisted people who are E1 through E4.
But if you get a sergeant title though,
yeah,
then you would be considered an officer, and you'd be able to get, no.
You don't get it. Trust me, I was as shocked as you were, and I found out 1 week ago. Because in my head, I'm like, well, okay, so this might sound bad, but why do 20 then if you're not going to get it? Like, what other, there's not really, I mean, I got a VA loan for this house, but there's not really that many incentives to keep people in the guard then. So,
And now
That's
you know
not-
what,
that's
they're
why they're not
2,900 short.
actually, the active duty force is more short than the guard and reserve.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, now that's why they're short.
Yep.
Because there's no incentive other than
Yeah.
it's a job, but then you're risking your life, especially if you go to war.
Yeah, and I just don't want to leave this. She's over here. This one behind. So
And
that's more of my.
It's understandable.
way to go.
Yeah.
So,
That's understandable.
but I mean, I've done a lot of cool things. Like my supervisor on my civilian side, she'll always be like, "How old are you?" When I tell her, like, if she's telling me something, she always thinks I'm much older because I just have done a lot of things. So.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
A Veterans Day coming up here.
Thank you. Do you guys have any other questions? I don't have to cook. Mom's doing it now. I was doing it.
Yeah, you want more questions?
I think she wants more questions.
I guess it's hard sometimes to explain things, and I'm like, okay, what would be another term that I use? So,
Dad being in the reserves, he used to go every summer for like 2 weeks
they
camp.
don't do those anymore.
Don't do that anymore. And that's actually how he got his title. And of course, then got higher pension, got his TRICARE for life and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
they
he had a
stopped.
that helped him and, told him what he needed to do and promoted him, to the military. And
So they in the guard. So what happened is like that used to be a thing. I did mine all the time, and you could actually do. They didn't tell you this. They could actually do 30 days a year of AT days or annual training. But the what is it called? The budget. They last year only gave us 4 days. This year they didn't. They pretty much have like I think it's 1 day for every 2 airmen. So like for me to go to this, I was only allowed to go because it's considered a school and not an annual training day.
Okay.
And so they don't even, last year we went to what's called Camp Rylea. It's near Astoria, Oregon. And we did like, we'll call it like a leadership training where we did land nav, and we did I don't even know what it's called, but we went off a wall. Essentially you jump down off a wall and go
I
down.
remember the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, rappelling. I'm like, sorry, I'm tired. She's like 3 weeks of no sleep and then trying to be present. And then we did a bunch of other training, but it was more just to like get closer to each other, especially as the world changes and we didn't all know each other. We come from everywhere. So we did that for 4 days last year in August. And then in May of this year, we did, so it was a whole 7 days of 12 where we did exercises all over the base as if we were deployed, and like we had to do gas masks and the whole like we call it sea burning, but it's like if you ever seen someone a full-blown outfit of what they have to wear if we have a chemical attack, we had to wear those for hours on end and still do our jobs and stuff like that. And just put us, so they just did like a whole week of that. So it's like random things that they just figure out how to do the money. But we don't do as much as we used to do. Or if we do, it's like squeezed into the 2 days that we do for drill. But May is usually 4 days because we don't drill in July. So they'll usually do more trainings in May. So I always anticipate something crazy if they haven't told us already.
I remember going with Dad several times. Fort Leavenworth, Camp Drum, when we were kids. I mean, we used to go with him, and we took our motor home up to Camp Drum and stayed in the motor home, went to Canada on the weekend. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll still be able to, I guess that's the incentive. I can go on any base and use the commissary and go to the PX. Oh, my kid's hungry. Let me go feed her.
Bye.
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 So,
Thank you.
Are you hungry?
yeah, Addie puts herself in her seat at the table with the on the island.
Oh, how cute.
That is cute.
Anyway,
Well,
so
that was really interesting, David.
Yeah, it was.
so a couple of, I think wasn't last time or the time before when I was up here, Laura invited me to go to. She had to do a presentation of what her area what she does for her work, and I got to listen to that, which was pretty enlightening. And then it was I was amazed how many people were so interested in what she did, and for their so she's equal opportunity. So it's assuring that people are fairly treated in the military, and so and if someone has an issue with their job, their commander, or somebody else in their unit, they go to see they go to her. to
That's
to
cool.
resolve it, and then she has to investigate and see if what they're saying really happened, and then sometimes the people, things go off from there.
Yeah. Well, she's very well spoken.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
you guys are good grandparents going up and helping out.
Mhm.
But I'm sure you guys are enjoying every minute.
Oh darn, we have to go see the baby again.
I know. That's what I say when I get my phone call. Oh, man. I need to fly from Florida to Sacramento. Okay.
And
We're lucky it's only 25 minutes away. So
Yeah.
I'm luckier still. They're only 5 houses away.
I
Perfect.
know they're enjoying it.
They are. They're over there playing with her right now.
those pictures of Addie with my hat and Sue's shoes on, but what you don't know about those shoes were upstairs. She had to come downstairs with those shoes on to get down here, where we took the picture of her.
Oh,
They were
God.
so cute.
those were
Funny.
cute.
Yeah. Well, I guess since they're starting, I guess we'll wrap things up, and
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go eat.
we're skipping next week. So
Okay.
happy Halloween.
Have a happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Catch you up
Everybody
in
stay
November.
And we'll-
safe.
See you
I'll
in
have to make sure
November.
my candy doesn't melt here.
Bye, kid.
Baby gonna be for Halloween?
Oh, what? Yeah. What's Matt?
What's the baby gonna be for Halloween?
Oh, she has 2 costumes. One is Alice in Wonderland. It's a dress that was actually mine when I was a baby that she happens to fit right now. Yeah. And the other is a ladybug outfit. And I also have a matching ladybug dress. So we're
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Huge.
How about Addie?
You have to post
Send
for it.
pictures.
How about Addie?
This
Yeah.
is Matt.
She is gonna be,
Oh,
oh,
she's a flamingo. That's so cute.
oh, she can come to Florida.
Yeah.
Addie is gonna, since she loves to look at books so much, I'm having her be Belle from Beauty and the Beast with the blue outfit.
Oh, I love that. That's
So
really
while I can still choose, I'm gonna stick with what I
Yes. Okay, David, you're gonna have to share pictures with us so we can see how cute she is.
I will take pictures. I'll send to you.
Of course. All right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. Good seeing
Bye.
everybody.
Go finish your wine.
Okay, will do.
All right.
See you soon.
See you
Bye.